Hi, I'm Dr. Jerry Lewis, the Director of Compass, your Employee Assistance Program. And I'd like to take just a few moments to talk to you about the upcoming holiday season. Because the months between mid-November through mid-January bring with it an increase in stress, what I refer to as holiday season stress. During that time, we have three major holidays: Thanksgiving, Christmas or Hanukkah, and New Year's. In addition to that, it's a time when we find that our children, be they young children or college-age children, are home from school with much less structure, which puts more stress on the family. Finally, it's a cold time of year and it's a darker time of year. And what we know is that sometimes people get increasingly sad during times of year when we don't get as much sunlight. And finally, it's a time of year when we have increased expenses: home heating oil, gas in our car, just taking care of the usual and customary business. It's also a time of year where if you're a family in transition, and by that I mean perhaps you've experienced the death of someone in your family during this year, or you might be going through a separation and a divorce, or you've had some financial downturns, the holiday seasons bring with it an added layer of stress to families who are experiencing these kinds of events. We also tend to remember the holidays as they were for us during our childhood. If you remember back and think of the holidays as a wonderful time for your family, it might be difficult for you to keep up and try to match that level of emotional well-being. Similarly, if you remember the holidays from your childhood as a difficult time, a time that was characterized by family stress, family conflict, family problems, that might tend to taint how you enter the holiday seasons. It's also a time of year where we eat too much, drink too much. It just brings with it a whole variety of different stressors. While we're hearing on the news, seeing in the media, seeing cards that we should be ho ho ho, 'tis the season to be jolly. And yet many times we're not feeling jolly. In fact, we're feeling anything but jolly. So what can you do about this? Well, first of all, it's important to remember that as wonderful as the holidays may be, they can bring with them a very stressful experience. That's number one. Number two, try to prepare for this. Don't walk into the holidays and sort of be surprised when this happens. How can we prepare? Here are some examples. First of all, from a financial perspective, what I always recommend to people is they should start some sort of separate savings account that they throw $5, $10 into it every week. So when the holidays come around, they have $250, $500. You can put more money in there if you want. So it doesn't just hit you very difficultly and we have to max out our credit cards. Remember, we can downsize the holidays. We don't have to continue to pay attention to what gets promoted out there by media and by the stores and by advertising, to buy all the latest and greatest. It's okay to downsize it. I recommend that if you are traveling during the holidays, you only travel for one of them. If you travel for Thanksgiving, try to stay home for Christmas. Travel for Christmas, try to stay home for Thanksgiving. If you tend to be the one who hosts the holidays, try to maybe host one holiday and be an invited guest to another holiday, or share the wealth. Set up a family celebration where it's more potluck or people bring things. So you're not feeling that you're responsible from the expense point of view as well as the project management point of view, that you have to do it all. It's all on your shoulders. Share it and have other people bring things with them. And most importantly, we have to build in some downtime. We hit the end of the year, we hit the holiday seasons, and by the turn of New Year's, we're feeling exhausted. We need to have some time when we can recharge our batteries, we can just rest, maybe be with family, or just be by ourselves. So take a day or two as a vacation day if you can, either during the holidays or maybe even better yet in mid-January, so you can recover from what might have been 2 or 3 months of increased stress. It's very important to make sure that you take care of yourselves as well as taking care of all the people that you care about. Hopefully this has provided, I wouldn't say new insight, you probably already know these things, but sometimes we forget to practice how we do self-care and take care of ourselves. With that, I wish you all happy holiday season. Thank you.